Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nancy, and today I am reaching out to those of you who are still grappling, or let me say struggling with the pain of your past. If you are weary, tired of being tormented by your memories of the past, then what I will share with you might be of help. So, having endured my own struggles, I mean the highs and the lows of my journey, I want to share what I've learned. When you sit on your pain for too long, then projecting that pain onto others becomes so natural than it is to confront that pain head on. So, escaping, numbing yourself, running away from problems, staying busy can create this illusion that you're okay. So instead of confronting that pain, because you are busy running, it will look like everything is okay at that moment. So for me, the first step that I took was to study my triggers and how I could be freed from them, because I was so sick and tired of the emotions that were changing daily, and I wasn't quite sure why my emotions were changing like that. It was like a bipolar kind of thing. Is it bipolar, or I don't know, probably had it, who knows, whatever. But the thing is, 1 minute I'll be happy, the other minute I'm crying, another minute I'm angry. I was just up and down with emotions, but I didn't know what was going on. So I had to first study the triggers, like why this person makes me angry, why this thing makes me angry, why do I do such and such, why do I clean so much, why do I do these things, those little behaviors. When I'm triggered, I start doing, why do I shake, things like that. I started studying that, what makes me go into that change of behavior, what happens before. I started studying those triggers. And when I say to be freed from your triggers, I just don't mean going to church and being drenched in oil, because that's what I did at first because of lack of understanding. I was busy chasing where power is. Which man of God has power? Who is in the town, a prophet, whoever was in the town that was said to have power. I wanted to chase after that, because I thought if they pray over me, if they lay their hands on me, or if my pastor, my bishop put his hands on me, I'm going to be free from what was going on inside. But that was not the case. I'm not saying it doesn't work. For me, it wasn't the case, because my mind at that time and my faith wasn't matching. I wanted the miracle, but my faith wasn't in God at all. I was like, okay, there's a God. Okay, yeah, there's a God. Yeah, we know there's a God. We are saved. Amen. But my faith wasn't matching what I wanted. I just wanted the miracle. I didn't want the faith thing, or all that thing that comes with the faith. So all that was in vain for me. So how I started identifying my triggers is in that moment. If I consciously realize that, I'm shaking my legs, or I'm shaking my hands, or I'm becoming agitated, or I want to clean suddenly from nowhere, I want to clean everything in my way, or I'm so angry. At that moment, I would pause. And this has to be, you have to train yourself. I would pause, and then inside myself, I would just ask, okay, what has happened right now? What's causing me to act this way? What was said? Who said what? Is it the thing that was said that is bringing memories, or is the person? Is it the smell? Are you I started studying those little small things, and it started working, because I would now attack exactly what was going on inside than attack the person. And so I was able to separate the two, because as long you are not able to separate the two, you are going to attack the person and not attack what's going on internally. So for me, I just started questioning myself in that moment. Why am I angry? Why do I want to clean something that is clean right now? What's going on? What was said? Who said what? Is it the person? Is it the question? Is it the smell? What is it? Those things. And of course I failed in some instances, but the more I pursued God, started knowing God, wanting a relationship with Him, surrendering more and more to Him, trusting Him more and more, the more I never gave up, and I'll never give in those triggers. It became better and better as time went on. So identify those triggers and work on them thoroughly, because if you don't work on those triggers, they will control your emotions. Another thing is you have to fight the unhealthy sensitivity. It is a barrier to everything. It made me unhappy, and it made those around me uncomfortable. For me, this sensitivity was just there to protect my secrets, so that people won't see my flaws. That was it. Nothing else, just protecting my flaws. Nobody had to know my flaws, because we had to stay perfect, y'all. So yeah, you have to just get rid of that unhealthy sensitivity. So I had to learn to come out of that sacred place that I had built for myself, which was surrounded by lies and pain. And I had to train myself to go into the sacred place of prayer with God, so I can commune with God and tell Him of my secrets, my pain, which was something that was so hard for me to do, because I was so used to covering everything and doing things myself, and not letting anyone in. So me letting go of that sacred place of lies and pain that I was accustomed to, and going to God and saying, God, here I am, search me, oh Lord, that was difficult. But it's in that place that God began to reveal me to me. I started knowing who I was, who I am right now. So you have to train yourself to come out of that building, that place that you have built for yourself, in the name of protecting yourself, and go into that sacred place of prayer and commune with God about your situation. My focus started changing from that victim mentality to that victor mentality, because initially I relied so much on my strength. I thought books would do it for me. I can do this by myself, but I failed over and over again. And it's only in that moment, in those lowest of my low moments in my life, when I started sorting for God, like really seeking God's help, that's when everything started to shift. My mindset started shifting, my perceptions, my views, my beliefs, so much started to shift now. I started succeeding in the areas that I was just constantly failing over and over again, because God was now my helper. I was now trusting God to lead me rather than me controlling everything, because I thought that's how you are supposed to do it. And also during that time, I didn't believe in therapy, so of course it was just failure upon failure, failing or again and again and again, picking myself up, trying another thing and keep on failing. But I never gave up, because I was just sick and tired of the things that I was feeling. I was just going down and down and down, under in the pit. So when God shined His mercy, His light upon me, and I started trusting, that's when things shifted. So all the lies were exposed. I had to brutally tell myself the honest truth, face my truth, and deal with everything that was exposed. And once that truth is exposed, you have to face it. You have to diagnose it, and you have to seek for healing. And that's what I did. Anytime, and it wasn't everything at the same time. This is like brick, like how you build that house to protect you from being hurt. It's gonna also take that much time to remove that brick, remove those bricks. So it took brick upon brick at a time. It was one brick at a time. That's what I'm trying to say. I am just saying, when you allow God into your suffering, into your situation, He will give you rest. He will open you up. He will expose the lies, all the darkness, all the dysfunctions, whatever that is not functioning well, He will expose it. The only thing that is required of you is to put in that work, to make that first step, because it's extensive work. And once you say, yes, I am ready, then it's gonna be one brick at a time. And then it's gonna require so much out of you. There are moments you will give up. If you stay on that path, you keep on seeking healing, He will mend your brokenness, brick at a time, one brick at a time. So make God your focus. Pray, fast, meditate on His word, exercise, read books about your situation, and relinquish that control. Because that control is just, you are thinking it's protecting you, but it's not doing anything. Once you relinquish that control, that's when God takes over. And if you are still struggling with body illnesses, like for me, it was the headaches, the high blood pressure, the tremors, which is the shivering when I'm triggered, I start shaking everywhere, anxiety, nightmares, and much more. I don't know your situation, but anything that has to do with the pain of the past, it's going to attack your body if not resolved. For me, I discovered that those things were attached to the bottled anger that I had, that I was storing inside, the resentment, the unforgiveness, the fear. And as God healed me layer upon layer, I started functioning better and better. Those things started disappearing and disappearing. Even I got off from my high blood pressure pills. I was taking high blood pressure pills, and those things started just melting away. I don't even know when the shakiness stopped. I don't even remember when that stopped. It was an issue, and people around me used to say, "Oh, you have so much strength. You have so much strength." No, that was not strength. That was bottled anger. I was just so angry inside, and I even holding a pen, I would shake for no reason. I just, it disappeared. Thank you, Lord. So really, it is true that heartbreak can manifest itself physically through illnesses if it's not dealt with properly. Another thing is you have to resist that self-pity. I was so stuck in this one for a very long time. Poor me. Why did it happen to me? Why me? Things like that. This self-pity will have you be stuck in a cycle of dysfunctions, making excuses just because you don't want to move on. That's what it will do. Once you recognize that these dysfunctions, you did not inherit them, once you recognize that, you are then able to be strengthened by God, and He reveals to you the patterns that are causing this dysfunction. So you are then able to uproot those dysfunctions, because you are able to see them as it is, not thinking that, oh, maybe I was born like that. That's what I thought. I thought there's many things that I used to do. I just thought I was born like that. I thought that was me. That's the way I am. But no, once I recognize that, no, this is not who I am. These are dysfunctions from hell. Then God started showing me the patterns that I needed to uproot from me. When you fully rely on God, when you fully turn to God, He will give you the desire. He will give you the rest you desire. What I'm realizing now in my life is that we cannot ask God for something that we cannot give first. So if I cannot forgive my perpetrator, or if I cannot forgive my husband or whoever has wronged me, then I mustn't go to God and ask for forgiveness for what I have wronged others or what I have sinned, because I can't forgive them, so He cannot forgive me. So that's what I'm realizing. Like, I cannot ask for something I cannot give. I have to give that which I am asking. Ask it and you shall receive it, but you only receive when you are playing your part. So it makes sense, like, why some prayers are not answered. Why am I praying and praying over this thing that I'm not receiving answers? And when I looked at me, like, what's going on with me, I then realized that, well, I wasn't forgiving this person. So why should God give me this thing that I'm wanting when I cannot do that to my brethren? That's what I'm realizing and learning now. Never go to God and ask for something you cannot give to your brethren. Yeah, that's deep to me. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm learning right now in my life. If you are in pain right now, go to God. Surrender to Him fully. Take all your sensitivity, your pain to Him and give it to Him. Study your triggers. Remove yourself from that sacred place of pain and lies that you have built yourself around, and go into His sacred place where you will receive rest and the answers you need. Abandon your self-pity and be brutally honest with yourself. Get the right tools that you need for your situation and let go of control and watch God take away those physical illnesses that are bothering you, that you are struggling with, the afflictions that are making you feel hopeless. Let go of control and watch God take away every pain that you are feeling right now in this moment. That's all I have for you guys today. You have a blessed week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.